Ambition is the great fire. It's the liberator of the unconscious person, you know? It's like the first requirement of all action.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
So let the people know your name and where you're from.
Oh, Duke the Don, or DSMG Duke, representing 334 Montgomery, Alabama to the fullest. Each and every day, each and every week, each and every month.
All right. And you know, me and Montgomery got that nickname called the GUMP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You know they call it the GUMP. You know what I'm saying? Or they call it Monkey Town. That's for like the OGs, the cats that was back in the day putting in work. You know what I'm saying? That's what they used to call it, Monkey Town.
Okay. Do you know why they call it Monkey Town?
Man, all I can think of, you know, because I guess they could be acting on some ape shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And as far as like the GUMP, why they call it the GUMP?
Man, to be honest, I thought it was like short for like Montgomery, but then I kind of like broke it down and I like came up with an acronym for it. And motherfucker was like, hey, that's what it should stand for. You know, the little acronym that I came up with was getting up on my paper, GUMP.
Okay, getting up on my paper. Okay, getting up on my paper. All right, okay. Yeah, we gotta definitely put that out there, then, right? Getting up on my paper. All right. So when we look at Montgomery, Alabama, of course, it's been known, you know, for the civil rights and Martin Luther King coming down there, the Montgomery bus boycott and all that type of stuff. So if we're looking at from the point where you grew up and everything, give me an idea. I mean, not an idea. Well, give me a description. You know what I mean, of the city. How would you describe the city?
Well, like I say, man, everywhere you go, it's good and bad everywhere, you know. But it just depends on what type of person you are to determine how you end up, you know. And my eyes, I see the city, man. I see it's a lot of talent down here. It's a lot of hate. Right. And then at the end of the day, it's just like it's all about on you, like the people that you carry around.
Okay.
Like the people that you hang around, you know, that's the type of energy that you will bring or give off. So if you hanging around positive people or people that's trying to get out there and do something with their life, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as being successful, then you know what I'm saying, that's what you will be. But if you around here hanging around with people that ain't doing nothing and, you know, sitting around blowing L's all day, getting drunk, and you just drinking beers, wasting years. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you on that. So let me see. So the thing is, I want to go back into the beginning and everything. What neighborhood did you grow up in?
Oh man, I grew up in the South Side with the Park. You know what I'm saying? But I lived a little bit of everywhere. West Side, North Side. I ain't really mess around on the East for real, you know, because you gotta have a little paper to stay out there. And I wasn't really on the West Side growing up, you know. But I guess it's safe to say that my hood is with the Paul, man, South Side for life. But I always brought the West Side too because I spent a lot of time on the West, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like second home.
Okay. And what was the neighborhood called?
I couldn't hear you, bro.
I said, what was the neighborhood called?
On the West Side, it really wasn't a neighborhood name. It's more streets. So on the West Side, I was over there on Robinson Street, you know. Okay. 784, 600 block, 700 block. Okay.
And then, you know what I mean, give us a description of what kind of people lived in the neighborhood.
Well, you know, you got the J's, you got the old schools, the OGs, the aunties, and you know, the aunties. When I say that, I mean like if you get caught doing something that you ain't supposed to been doing in school or something like that, they'll get on you. If you get ass whooping right there, then when your mama get home, you get another one. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. But then like. It was a lot of ways you could go wrong by seeing the wrong thing, you know. So you still had to have a big head on your shoulders coming up over there on that part, you know what I'm saying? Because hey man, it get hectic out there.
Right. So you kind of like had kind of like if you know you're supposed to be in school and you skipping and your mom's at work, you got like, you know what I'm saying, the big auntie on the block and see your ass and be like, hey, you supposed to be your ass in school. I'm gonna tell your mama, or I might tag you myself.
Yeah, hey, matter of fact, bro, that happened to me one time.
Oh, straight?
I can't lie, man. I was going to this alternative school, and it was an alternative school because, you know, if I got caught serving something that I ain't supposed to be serving in school, you know what I'm saying? So instead of expelling me, they sent me to that. And one day I was skipping, and an old lady from the hood seen me and told my auntie and stuff like that, and then, you know, it went all downhill from there.
Right. A lot of because a lot of communities ain't even like that no more. Sometimes you know.
I mean, today is totally different. Like that was back then. You feel me? Like way back then. But now it's totally different. Like people might see you and might, you know, you might be walking down the street and somebody might see you that know you from the neighborhood, won't even speak, you know. But it is what it is, man. You know.
So what do you think? Made that happen from kind of like, you know, old school teaching and everything until, you know, I mean, now it's kind of like...
You know, with the new generations, man, you know, the old people be scared, you know?
Okay.
They be scared, man, because it be a lot of nonsense going on, and the majority of the time, it be the young crowd who's doing the nonsense. Or if it's some old cats around them, they telling them to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I never got. Like, when I was growing up, the cats that I was around, they would never tell me to do anything that they wouldn't do themselves. But nowadays, man, these fools will tell a kid to pick up a gun and do this and do that, and they ain't never did nothing. Nothing in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's right there. Okay. So we looking at, you know what I mean, you growing up in that neighborhood and everything like that, and then give us an idea, because I know we had a brief conversation about your parents and everything. So let's talk about that in that childhood.
You know, well, get a little bit in that. My mom, I really ain't have a childhood to be quite honest, because like my mom, she passed away of cancer when I was 8. Then my dad, he died of a massive heart attack like when I was 12. So growing up, it's like I ain't really have those two figures in my life to like really show me the way. So it's like I had to adjust, because in evolution, you either adjust or you despair. So I had to really just really form myself. And then on top of that, I got 3 younger siblings, 2 brothers and a little sister. So I had to set a good example for them, you know what I'm saying? Even though I kind of went off on the wrong track a little bit, but I was always on them like, look, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sports was another outlet for me and my brothers.
Okay, what did you play?
So what?
I said, what did you play? Was it football, basketball?
Oh, no, I was a basketball player, you know what I'm saying? Shoot a little hoops, you know? Okay. Yeah, now you might get crossed up, you know what I'm saying?
So you was a guard, huh, or forward? You was handling the ball?
No, you know, I played point, man, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, point guard, okay. Easy, all
right. I ain't gonna make it seem like I was the best on the team, but, you know, had skills, you know? Made the cut.
All right, okay. And at any chance did your moms and pops get to see like the art come out with the music, anything like that? Did they get to see a touch of that? You know how it started when we kids.
But they always knew that I had a thing for the music. You know, like when we used to have family get-togethers and stuff, they'll like play little songs and stuff, and then I'd be outside rapping, and then everybody come outside like, oh, look at Duke over there, you know, rapping and stuff. But really, I was into art, like drawing and stuff like that when I was younger.
Okay.
So that's the part that they seen the most.
Okay, I got you. And you said Duke. Where'd you get the name Duke from?
Man, tell you the truth, my mama gave me that nickname like way back when, before I even knew me. They was calling me Duke, you know what I'm saying? Because when both my mom and dad, when my dad passed, I had went through his stuff, and I had found like super old letters of my mom writing him and him responding back and stuff like that. I was like, look at him.
Right.
And they was calling me Duke then, you know what I'm saying? That was before I was a year old, so.
Okay. That was like they nickname, like the baby nickname, the group. Okay, I got you. So, and around like what age, because you told me about the drawing and everything, so around what age did you start kind of experimenting with the music?
I can't hear you, bro.
I said around like what time did you start experimenting with the music?
Oh, well, with the part, man, and then from there, it went to junior high. And when I was in junior high, I was like in the seventh grade, and I was in the battling, you know, because back then it was all about like the battle bars and stuff like that. So
that's what they used to call it then? That's what they used to call it, the battle boys?
I can't.
I said that's what they used to call it, the battle boys?
No, I said it was about the battle bars.
Oh,
like,
battle bars.
How bad you could diss another person, you feel me?
Okay.
So I was battling this guy in my junior high.
Okay.
And I kind of got a reputation for that. So one day I was battling another guy.
Okay.
And it was this guy named Eddie. He came up to me after the battle, and he was like, "Man, look, man, I wanna get you in this group that I'm starting." And the group was just so happened to be called Fly, FLYY. You know what I'm saying? So that was when I was 13, and that's when I like really first recorded my first song. Went to the studio and all like that right there. Okay. And then from there,
what was it? Wait a minute.
For a minute, until I was like 15. That's when I got into trouble with the school and stuff, because I was doing stuff that I ain't had no business doing in school, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And then when I got kicked out of that school and went to alternative school, I was living on the West. So that's when I had ran into this guy named P. White, which is my cousin's husband, you know, and he was one of the guys that was really like doing the music, like going to real studios, doing real shows and stuff like that right there. Okay. And for the longest, like when I told you, we used to have family get-togethers and stuff, and I used to be rapping by like 7, 8 years old and stuff. He was one of the guys that I was trying to impress. Like, man, look, I got skills, man. You need to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. But for the longest, he would never do it. So when I got to the West Side, one day he came in the house. And I was like, yo, White, man, I need to check the song out I just wrote. So he was like, all right. And I did one song, and he was like, you got some more? I did another song, and he was like, man, look, hey. He put me in the car and took me to his partner's house, and I spit for them. And then he made me battle one of them. And then after that, they was like, yeah, man, you need to fuck with him, man. You need to fuck with him.
Right. Okay. And when you was like 13, you say when you was like 13, you was like got introduced to the Fly group. What was the title of your first song? What was the first song what was the first song you recorded in the studio?
Oh, the first song I recorded in the studio was called That's Fly, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? After the name of the group. And when I did it, the guy was like, man, how long you been doing this? Right. And I told him, I'm like, well, really, this is my first time in the studio, you know. And he was like, man, you're natural, man. He was like, most people come in here, they gotta sit through and fumble through this and then go through this. Like, man, you just come in and one take it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so that right there just let me know that I had a good work ethic, you know what I'm saying? Because like when I write, I just go over and over until it's just stuck in my head, you know. So that right there just really separated me from the people that I was in the group with, because when they was recording and stuff, that hold on, stop, let me take it back and stuff like that right there, you know.
Okay. So you was able to do that without really no major like what's the word? Major of experience, basically. When you
exactly. But it came from practicing in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like after I write or whatever, like I just keep on going over it. And then the other thing is when we used to say it, I ain't say it like this. Like, you know, I say it like I'm in the studio recording it right then and there. You know, so that's another way about putting emphasis on words and stuff like that. So that's another thing that I had picked up from my English teacher, you know, and that was another thing that rubbed off on me with my delivery, you know, because most people be like, man, you know, you got a nice verse, man, but it's like you ain't got no feeling in it or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I always try to put a lot of emphasis in my music, especially like when I got a point that I'm trying to prove or trying to get across.
Right. And when you speak of the English teacher, what grade was that? Was that junior high or was that going into high school?
Oh, that was in junior high.
Okay. So basically, the English teacher helped you kind of like with the skills, kind of contributed to it.
Oh yeah, it's your story, man. You know, and then another thing was when I was in junior high. That's when I came out with my very very first project, and it was called the Alabama Movement. I was going under another name by the name of Flawless, FLAWLISS instead of ESS. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But when I came up and I came out with that project, the guy that I was doing the music with, you know, we got it like 500 CDs pressed up.
Okay.
And then I was selling them at school for like $5. So within the first week, all the CDs was gone. You know, it went from one school to another school to another school. And like, I'm only been going to this school right here. But the music had traveled so much.
Right.
And that's how I got the buzz that I got through the schools.
Okay.
And that's what I be telling a lot of the young cats. Like, I got young cousins who when they was in school, and I was telling them the same thing. Like, look, man, y'all got it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody, it's more kids than adults. You know?
Right.
So if you can take over this school right here and then get to another school, you got it. I mean, if you look at on the rise, most of the people or the up and coming artists, young artists, they still in school. Mm-hmm. And the reason because there's so many students and you know, and there's so many schools out here that they can reach out to and get to.
Yeah, especially if you like going to homecoming or something and everything, you get somebody to play that track where everybody be out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that was another thing, like at school, the school functions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I was popular with the music, so the principals and them, they kind of liked me, so they ain't really have no problem with me doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to perform or something like that, because 9 times out of 10, the students would be telling me, yeah, we want to see Flawless, you know, stuff like that right there.
Right. And what was the name of that junior high you went to? McKee. Shout out to McKee Junior High in Montgomery.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
McKee, man, you know what I'm saying? Did a lot of bad things, did a lot of good things there, man. But overall, the good outweighs the bad.
Right. And we gotta get a shout out to the English teacher. What's that English teacher name?
Oh, Miss Heard.
Miss Heard. Shout out to Miss Heard and everything for putting the contribution together. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, 100, man. Yeah.
Bet. So now you move from junior high. Now you're going to high school, right? Give us the name of the high school you went to.
I went to high school, man, and it didn't go well because got us in trouble over there. You know what I'm saying? And messed around and got expelled because of a fight that I ain't even start. You know, it was like I was running with the gangs and stuff, the disciples and stuff like that. So when I had got into this altercation with a guy, some of the other disciples, they felt that it was they duty to try to protect and serve and stuff like that. You know, so after I got into a little scuffle or whatever, I didn't even have to touch the guy. They scrubbed his ass. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the principal was like, "You got more control over the school than I do." And matter of fact, the principal was an ex-NFL player. He played for the Buffalo Bills. His name was Bobby Avon.
Bobby Avon?
Bobby Avon. And he told me, and this guy was like 6'5", 6'6". 200, 300 pounds, you know what I'm saying, muscle. And he told me that I had more control over the school than he did. And so
crazy.
He was like, we're going to have to expel you. You know, I'm like, what? I ain't doing that, you know?
So it wasn't even like he didn't even get, sit down, kind of like, a principal would be like, hey, you gotta you rolling with these cats?
See, when I was coming from the key, like I said, the music had went from my school to another junior high to another school to another school. So by the time I had made it to the high school, they already knew who I was.
Okay. And the principal knew who you was.
You say what?
I said, and the principal knew who you was then by the time you got there.
Yeah, he already knew.
Oh, okay. So
I guess that, when you go by ear, when you hear a lot of bad stuff about a person, you never sit down and talk with them, or you never chilled with them or been around them, you already have this one side of this person that you already see. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's what it was.
But by him,
I was even in high school no longer than a month.
Damn. So, but if we break it down, but by him being the principal, of the school, you got to understand, it's a lot of, it's a lot of brothers and sisters going to that school. So if you hear like, hey, this person is this, that, and that through music, and you see a problem that's going on, like why you don't think he actually kind of like brought you to office and gave you like a warning, like sat you down and said that, like, look, you got a lot of control over here, but I want you to do good at this school, man. I want you to be able to, make it better.
And you see, that's what was going on at the junior high school.
Okay.
Because when they had kicked me out over there, I had came back after the next year because I had to graduate from McKee. So when I had came back, I had to sign a policy that I couldn't get in no trouble, couldn't be around no type of anything, So, and that's what I did. And once they figured out, once they seen that I was doing it and I was breaking up fights and stuff like that, they was like, yeah, he good. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I guess the other principal at the other school, Mr. Bobby Abrams, after he heard my music, so I guess he hearing all this hard ass gangster ass shit.
Right,
He's like, I don't want that in my school. Period.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't even like giving you no chance or nothing, man. You know what I'm saying, like that. Okay.
Yeah, but then see, like I already had that gang rep, because they looked at me as a gang leader,
Oh, okay.
And it's crazy because like. No lie, they used to look up to me. Like, I'm talking about, I had football players, 300 pounds, coming up. Hey, bro, what you want us to do? You know what I'm saying? Like that right there. I'm like, man, go to
class. Right. So they seen that, yeah. So they was like,
man, real still. One time, my bro, like I said, I got two little brothers.
Uh-huh.
One of my brothers is like 6'5".
Okay.
And some guys was trying to jump him.
Okay.
And like me myself, I'm like 5'11", 130 pounds. I'm small.
Right.
So once they found out that he was my brother, it's like they was more scared of me than him. I'm like, he way bigger than me. Like, he will punish y'all ass.
Right.
For real. But they was like, man, nah, that's Donald, brother. Nah, man, hey, I'm talking about coming up, man, bro, I ain't know that was your brother, bro. I'm like, man, hey, chill out, man.
Right. So if you look at it like, okay, you had a reputation in high school, through the music and whatnot. But actually, I won't even want to say reputation. Kind of like the music was a minor representation of who you are as a full person, right? Because there's more to you than just the music. That was the art. That's what you was spitting out. So automatically, people were thinking like you are actually this person all the time. There's nothing else to your soul. But this was in this fucking music right here, basically, and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
they never got the time to really talk to me and stuff like that, Because it'll be like, every time they see me, a big crowd around me. I'm in the middle rapping, And it's like, the bell will ring, and everybody still standing around me and stuff. I'm like, man, we gotta get up out of here, man. We gotta go to class and stuff like this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the guy who I got into the altercation with, the fight.
Right.
I had nothing against this guy. You feel me?
Right.
It was one day I was at lunch and I was rapping, So he wanted to battle. You feel me?
Okay.
I was like, man, I don't really battle no more, bro. I'm like, that was junior high, man. I ain't trying to, like, bring that here.
Right.
So he was like, nah, man, let's go on battle, man. So we went and I killed them, you know, and then it's like after that, every time I would see him or go past him, I'd get this funny like vibe, like, man, you gotta watch that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you know, auras, man. You know,
yeah.
I don't know if everybody be on that, but you know, you can feel the aura on a person.
Yeah, the energy. You know what I'm saying? You feeling that energy
exactly,
and shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you.
And so, man, like after the battle or whatever, like every time I would see him or come in close encounter with him, I feel like a bad vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, the day of the fight. They said that he came to my homeroom class looking for me. What? And I'm like, what are you looking for me for? Like,
yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
So I was like, well, you know, I'm going to go ahead and nip the situation in the bud.
Right.
So when the bell rung, I went straight to him. I'm like, yo, bro, word is you want beef, you want to fight me or something. I'm like, I ain't did nothing to you. Like, what's the problem?
Right.
So next thing you know, he was like, man, I ain't got no problem with you, man. So I'm like, well, what they talking about? You came looking for?
Yeah, you showed up at the homeroom and shit.
Like, he was like, man, I was just trying to get a CD or you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. So I reached in my book bag to give him a CD. So next thing you know, I'm like, shit, it's $5 for the mixtape, bro. So next thing you know, he reached in his pocket. I'm thinking he's gonna pull out the $5. This nigga sucker punched me. You know what I'm saying? So when he suckered me, like I said, the other disciples, they just came out of nowhere and they scrubbed his ass. Like I ain't touch him.
Right.
And then from that right there, it seemed like the Bobby Abrams, he was like, nah, we can't have that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, look, I'm the one who the victim in this situation. He was like, how you the victim and he leaving in the stretcher. I'm like, he started.
Right. So yeah, that seems like, it seems like the principal already kind of like had his mind made up that if anything pop off that you had to go up out of there though. Because if you really broke down the situation,
he ain't want me in the school for real. But you know, things happen, man. I mean, I look at it; it could have been a lot worse, you know, because if I would have stayed in school, ain't no telling what could have happened. The guy probably would have got mad and came back up there and shot the whole school up or something. I don't know.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I got you. So.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
In a situation, if it's messed up, I'd be like, it always can be worse, you know.
Right. So tell me, so we understand the mentality. So you wasn't even there a month, so you really didn't get cool with really none of the students the way you should, or the teachers the way you should and everything. So after you got expelled and everything, what was the next step after that?
Oh man, after that, just righteously, I had to just go to this training and get a GED, you know.
Okay.
But that ain't really work out well because, you know, messed around and got my girlfriend pregnant. Okay. You know, I was like, it was crazy, you know. So I had to really just like real life kicked in, you know. Okay. And it was like, man, gotta get some type of bread up out of here, man. So, and I'm like, I ain't really trying to be in the streets like that. Okay. But so I started working, you know, like working a fast food job or whatever. And I'm like, man, I ain't making no money doing this shit. Right. So shit, I had to start back serving and shit, you know what I'm saying? So after I did that little bit, you know, it kind of got me passed for a good little minute, you know. And then the house that I used to live in Woodley Park is called the Yellow House. Okay. That's where we used to bring all the little bodies and bust them down and serve everything, and a lot of stuff going on at the Yellow House. You know, that name is real famous in the Yellow House.
The Yellow House? Okay. Is it called the Yellow House because of the color, or is it for another reason?
Yeah, because of the color of the house is yellow. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I got pulled over with me and my cousins and another one of my peoples. We had got pulled over, and the cop looked at my ID, and he was like, "Oh, y'all stay in that big yellow house, don't it? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you want to know why I asked you that, don't it? I mean, he was like, you want to know how I know that, don't it? Mm. And I'm like, shit, you just looked at my ID,
right?
My address on there, you know. But the whole time they was watching us, man, you know what I'm saying? Mm. And I say about like a couple years later, they came in, they busted it. Luckily, like I say, when some messed stuff happened, all can be worse, you know what I'm saying? But luckily, they ain't find nothing that really could stick. They just got a couple bags, a couple scales, and they found my uncle gun, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was an old pistol. He used to always say, I ain't worried about y'all. I got something for you. I'm going to shoot one of y'all. You know, right. Man, I'm just talking shit. Right. Uncle had a pistol in that bitch for real.
Okay. Oh, so you didn't know about the pistol when he was saying this shit to y'all? Right?
No, I mean, we thought that he was just bullshit.
Yeah,
you know
okay.
But he had one up in that bitch for real. And look, this is the crazy thing about it. The police were like, alright, y'all can come back down here and claim y'all stuff. Uh-huh. And they had one of my Chicago Bulls hats, they had one of my shirts and a pair of my shoes. Uh-huh. And then they had my uncle gun. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. But he was like, man, fuck that, leave that shit down. I was like, shit, I don't want it, man.
Right. I got you. So we have an idea and stuff, kind of like what you grew up around. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? From being through high school and all that type of stuff and everything, you know, the neighborhoods. So let's talk about the music. No. First of all, I want to talk about what the music is. Who influenced the music? Like, was it certain type of artists? Was it just the environment? You know, some people be like, oh, I listened to Pac or I listened to Biggie back in the day, and that helped me fuel my, my skills and everything. Who was it for you?
Man, for real, like, honestly, I was always like into music, like the melody, the rap beats and stuff like that. And my dad, he used to DJ. Oh, so, okay. Like the music was already in me. And then, like I said, the artistic side. So I was always into rhythm and stuff like that, blues and stuff. So, but the MC who really sparked me, like that I could do it, was Eminem, man. I was the biggest Eminem fan ever, man. Okay. It is so crazy, man, for real, because people like, man, you just listen to Eminem? Like, hell yeah. Like, that's for real. Like, that white boy be spitting. Right.
And what was it specifically you think you liked about him? Was it like, the technical part, like the lyrics and the standard formation, or how you spit, or was it?
Oh yeah, man, it was a little bit of everything, like the stories that he'll tell, like about his life and shit like that. Okay. Moms and shit like that. Even though I ain't go through shit like hating my moms or shit like that, but still I can feel it, and then the emphasis that he put on the words and stuff like that, and then the syllables, like how you break the words down and make them rhyme. Like you can make a word that don't rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. I got you. So that was looking at Eminem. Yeah, that's a good person to look at too, man, because he super studied hip hop, like as far as like the dictionary and all that shit.
But that was like the mainstream artists. But other than that, we had the locals, Deuce Comrade, Small Time Ballers, SCG Ballers, Lund Boys. It was a lot of local artists who influenced me too. And then once I finally met these guys, I'm like, man, I need to like celebrities to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real, they was like, man, shit, bro, I want you to write something for me. I'm like, huh?
Right. Yeah, because you expecting something like totally different. I'm saying like I'm gonna write something for you, and you know what I mean.
Exactly.
You know what I mean. Yeah, but it was like the whole way around. Okay, I got it. So describe your style of music and like your delivery.
Well, I had to say with the music, my style, it really will be on like how I'm feeling. Like if I got a lot of frustration or something built up, then when I start to write, that's what's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If I'm feeling happy or something like that, or I'm just like in a chill vibe, then that's what's gonna come out. Okay. But I had to say, when I do spit, and most of my stuff be about the struggle, you know what I'm saying, or things that I've been around, have seen, or done. So, I mean, I guess you could kind of say it's like a chameleon, because I can like change colors, adapt to any environment, you know.
Okay. And you probably could do that with the beat too. You can change and adapt with the beat.
Too, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the track definitely gives off a vibe. Okay. I got you. And as far as like lyrical content, because you said you talk about the struggle, so give me an example. What you mean? Well, what you mean by the struggle from your point of view? Man, struggle, man. I was sleeping in the park, man. Living in an abandoned house, sleeping in an abandoned house, seeing my moms and stuff get drug out of crack houses. You know what I'm saying? Having only thing to eat is naked hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like really struggling, man.
Okay, I got
no lights, no water. Had to bathe and had to boil the water to bathe. Hot water, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like real shit, eating ramen noodles for weeks.
Right, I got you. And when you spit that to, you know what I mean, what is kind of like your target market to understand it? Because a lot of times the younger generation, a lot of them is really privileged and spoiled to a certain degree. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that be a thing, man. A lot of these kids, man, they have everything.
Yeah.
Everything that you and I maybe needed and wanted as children, and they still fuck up, man, or still be acting like they from the struggle. Like that's the thing. Like, man, like a wise man told me, why live like a savage if you don't have to? You know, why eat cereal with a fork and you got a spoon?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like they be trying to prove to other people that or prove to the internet, and that's the thing. Like I see a lot of people trying to prove stuff to the internet, but the internet, you ain't gonna win. The internet gonna always win. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Billions of people with opinions and stuff on there. So
you'll fuck around go crazy.
That's where a lot of people go wrong at trying to be something that they're not.
Okay. It's kind of like.
I mean, shit. I wish I lived in a motherfucker. I mean, I wish I came up on the rich side and ain't never had to goddamn go through coming home and ain't no motherfucking power in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Having coming to a house. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit.
Yeah, because it's kind of like if, you know, if a person grew up in the struggle and they survived, right? You know how somebody survived and they still like hold their head high. Like, you know what I'm saying? I survived that shit, right? So the younger generation would be like, oh shit, that shit is cool. Even though I live over here, but seeing that's cool, so I want to emulate what you really, really went through, but I really didn't go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? On that end.
Yeah, that's what another thing, another avenue too. But I'm like, man, you don't want to go through this shit, trust me.
Right.
like they say, man, any nigga that's in the streets, any nigga who's in the streets that's got a brain in their head, they trying to get out them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? For real, especially if you got children, man. Because, man, them streets don't love nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Right. So when we look at the music, what motivates you to, you know what I mean, to write really better than everybody else that's out there? People have their certain motivations, but what's yours?
Well, really, man, I be in competition with myself. It's like I be trying to make everything better than the last thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's the way that I do keep myself motivated. And then another thing is if I do compare myself, I don't compare myself to the locals, you know. Okay. I try to compare myself to the people that's already in the game, mainstream, or got a buzz, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then a lot of times people come to me like, man, you kind of sound like such and such, you kind of sound like such and such. And I be like, well, man, I've been rapping like this for ever since when, you know what I'm saying? So who I was sounding like before they came out.
Yeah. Kind of like how my granny used to say, like, it used to be like, man, what y'all talking about? We been talking like that or whatever, like certain words or something, you know what I mean? Or certain way we may, put on an outfit or whatever. They, they look at it like, oh, you think you doing something new, man? We been, you know, rocking like that or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah, true story.
Yeah. I could definitely get behind that. So what you got coming up this year? And going on, like, ending this year, going into 2019, I should say.
Oh, 2019. Well, righteously, right now, as of now, we just working on we working on singles. You know, I got music for days lined up. Like I could put a project out, but right now we just trying to break a single.
Okay.
Get a certain song to, you know, go be globalified, go around and circulate, and that way the people will be wanting the mixtape instead of me trying to force it on them, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I like that joint. I do what I want, though. That's like my shit right now. I like that one.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. And tell you the truth, man, this real feel. That song itself is about like 3-4 years old.
Okay.
Now check this out.
Okay.
If you type in on a music outlet, I do what I want. Watch how many people's songs pop up, but look at the dates on it. Okay. 2016, 17. You know, and like I said, that song was like 3-4 years old.
Okay.
So when I put my music out, that'd be another reason why I be trying to hurry up and get it out, like, because I be like, man, I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to bite off of this person or bite off of that person, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that song, like I said, is like 3-4 years old, because it came out in 2016, but I had wrote it like a year before that, you know what I'm saying? It's 2018 now, you know?
Okay.
So it's just funny how it's still up to date. It's like it was ahead of its time.
Right. I got you. Yeah, that shit is banging, though. And you can see, you can get the flow with the I can say like the R&B flow to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. I gotta give a shout out to my engineer Bao fam.
Okay.
When I recorded the song, it wasn't an auto tune or anything like that, but he got an ear for music, man. Like a good ear for music, because I ain't even recorded in his studio.
Okay.
And I sent it to him, and when I sent it to him, you know what I'm saying, he sent it back to me, and I'm like, God damn, this shit sound good as hell. You know what I'm saying? Versus just sending it to a guy, and that's another thing that, you know, like, he really is to the music, because like most people, if you just send them some, they gonna do exactly what you say. Like you say, hey, look, just mix this for me. They gonna do exactly that. But with him, if he hears something that, you know what I'm saying, that intrigue or bring a different vibe to the song, and to make it better, he'll put it in there. And that's what I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? That's real engineering. Right.
That's a real love for the art, too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, after you've been paid, man, you ain't got to do no extra work.
Right. But if that art is in you, some people be like, hey, you know what I mean, even though I got this, yeah, man, let's do it like a little bit like that, or, you know what I mean, check this sound out, or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something on that end. I can feel you.
Oh, yeah, for sure that. Because me, myself, man, I was against auto-tune for a long time, man, you know what I'm saying? And, like, a lot of people like, man, you just try it. And I'm like, nah, man, he ain't gonna sound right if I do it. Right. But then, like I said, when he sent it to me, I mean, when I sent it to him, he sent it back. I'm like, man, this is dope.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. I like that joint. That joint popping. So when we're looking at Montgomery and everything like that, is there you know, I mean, explain the culture and music out there. Is it more like unity? People more unified like how Atlanta is and everything like that, or
hell no. Niggas, niggas, it's like the crab in the bucket situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When they see one person finna make it out, it's like everybody trying to pull you back down and crawl over you to make it out the bucket. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, if everybody would come together, a lot of stuff would be achieved faster. But the thing about it is, everybody want to be that number one person. Everybody want to be like the one to say, I put the GUMP on the map. I did this for the GUMP. I did that for the GUMP. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's why we'll never, until they get out of that mindset, it'll never be as successful as it could be if everyone worked together on one accord, you know?
Right.
Because it's like everybody want to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to give orders, but don't nobody want to take them.
Right. I got you on that. Yeah. So is it like cliques in the music? Like on the west side, you got this kind of culture, how they rap. On the south side, they rap like this, whatever. Or is it pretty much the same?
Well, nah, it's really like the GUMP. It really got our own sound of music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you'll be able to tell Montgomery music because you know. And then, like I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people be biting off a lot of Atlanta music and other places music, you know, instead of just being original, you know.
Right.
And that's what made me different from a lot of people because, like, a lot of times people will hear my music and they'll think I'm from somewhere else, you know. And when I tell them I'm from Montgomery, they be like, "You from Alabama for real?"
Right.
For real, I be like, "Yeah, man, you know, I'm from Montgomery."
Right.
They be like, "Man, I thought you was from Atlanta. I thought you was from such and such." It's just the way that you put your words together and the way you express yourself, you know what I'm saying? And that be the thing right there, like, because for a long time, a lot of people was thinking I was from Atlanta and stuff like that, you know, because like it was I had a show at this club called Big Boys down here, and I had met this Asian chick, and she was from somewhere, but she wasn't from here. And she was like, "You from Atlanta, aren't you? I heard your music, DSMG Duke." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, but I ain't from Atlanta. I'm from here."
Right. Okay. I got you. Maybe Atlanta. That's it could have been like that too. Maybe like a lot of because if I look at it like this, if you look at Atlanta being like major the way it is, could it be possible that, you know, because you got Georgia, you got Mississippi, you got Alabama, you got South Carolina. Is it possible that some of those styles could have been taken from those areas, but by nobody being able to have that voice the way Atlanta, that some of that shit could have got jacked?
Hey, that shit happens a lot, man. Just like I said, that song, I Do What I Want. Now, real spill, bro. I had a song. I mean, I had a show with Moneybag Yo.
Okay.
This was before anybody ever like really knew him. Like, he was still like basically a local artist in Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
I had the show with him in Columbus.
Okay.
And I did that song, you know, I Do What I Want or whatever. The whole club went crazy.
Right.
So afterwards, you know, I met him in the VIP. We snapped a couple pictures and shit, you know what I'm saying, with Bam Bam. So I feel like a month later, my cousin, he was like, "Man, you heard that new Moneybag, bro?" I'm like, I ain't heard it. So he played this song for me, and the song went, "I do what I want, I do what they don't, for real."
What?
Hold the fuck up.
What?
Now, I ain't saying the nigga bit me or whatever,
Right.
but I'm just saying, it's a crazy ass coinkydink, ain't it?
Yeah. Them words and everything,
like,
kind of
real
like,
feel, bro. Like, these all facts.
That might be something on that. I gotta hear that song.
But to get back on the subject that you brought up, a lot of times, major artists, they'll have other people watching for up and coming artists. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of times, a lot of music a lot of material gets stolen, and just because this person might have a bigger platform than this other person, you know what I'm saying, they'll just take it, you know, and won't nothing be done about it. And then everybody gonna be like, "Man, how did he take a song from you and don't nobody even know you?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it be because they got scouts, man. They got scouts out here, man.
Or it could be
listening.
Yep. Or it could be like kind of like how cats would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna send you my track, man." You know what I'm saying? So we might be able to work together on some shit. Like, you want to send a piece of your work, and they'll hear that shit, and you don't get to hear their reaction to the shit. They be like, "Man, that shit sound cold as hell." So they might get inspiration off of it to write some shit, but not even fuck with the person that sent them the track. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. The music game is very, very shady. The music game more fucked up than the dope game, man. Like, straight up, it's a lot of snakes in the music game, man. For real.
Down. I feel you on that.
That's why you gotta really do your homework on your stuff, man. Like BMI, get copyrights, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. You gotta have these things, man. If you really trying to pursue and do this shit, you gonna really need to know the business side, or have some people on your team that know about the business.
Right. And why you think a lot of the young cats stuff feel like they don't even need that part? They be like, man, I'm just gonna rap, man. Fuck all that shit, man. You know, blah 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 blah.
I mean, because it's really a lot of work, man. You know what I'm saying? Politicking and shit like that. It's really a lot of motherfucking work. And a lot of people, a lot of the artists, you know, they don't really feel like that's a part that they need. But really, without that shit, I mean, I'm gonna put it like this: without you can't have a Lil Wayne without a Slim and Baby. Like, basically, I'm saying you can be the hottest nigga, but if you ain't got the connects and the money to do this shit, I mean, it's like really kind of like a lost cause. It's like you have a chance, like an arrow in the dark, like trying to hit a target in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Without the connects and the proper bread that it takes to do this shit. So I mean, it's a lot of motherfuckers in the city and everywhere else that's hot. I'm talking about spitting bars, hot as fuck, but they ain't got the connects or the money to do the shit, or they ain't got the people. The right people, or they ain't around the right people, you know. And with the music, man, a lot of people will tell you, yeah, I can do this, yeah, I can do that, and then after they get paid, shit, that shit over with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just like a dice game, man. You know what I'm saying? You roll the dice, you win, and goddamn, you touch on dice again, you just bunch of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, I got you. It's kind of like, it's like a lot of, how they used to say, man, there's a lot of Michael Jordans on the courts out here, man. In some of these inner cities and shit, man. Cold as hell. Way better probably than LeBron and shit, but they just ain't around the right persons that can take them to, you know what I mean, where they need to be at in order to be able to get those skills out there for real, though.
Exactly, man. And then, like, with the platform, like, I used to watch this show and on BET. I forgot the name of it, but I remember this one Pacific episode. There was interviewing Trey Songz, and he was saying, man, every day I have to go harder than I went yesterday. I got to come up with new shit because it's somebody that's hungry just like me, you know, but they ain't got the platform, or they ain't got a certain tool yet, and they trying to get in my spot. So if I give up, if I be a lazy ass, they gonna take my spot, you know?
Yeah, they gonna catch up, they gonna keep marching.
That made a lot of sense because it's like, these niggas that's in the game and shit, they ain't gonna try to really help you unless they can make something off of you. Like, everybody, like, a nigga don't wanna see you winning if you ain't playing for him. You feel me?
Okay, I got you.
Like, for real.
I got you. Okay. That. So let me say this. So is there anything else you want to be able to tell to the people, man? You know what I'm saying? As far as like anything you want to end with, anything you want to tell them?
Oh yeah, man. I just want to give a shout out to the whole DSMG fam, man. Fatz, Blackz, Big Daddy Beatz, man. That's one of my producers. I want to give another shout out to my other producer, Kato. That's who had made the track Switch Up for me. Okay. Other than that, salute to everybody who's been rocking with the DSMG movement. You know what I'm saying? Salute everybody who's just really fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, man, it's like I got a lot of stuff in store, man. A lot of big plans in store for 2019, but I can't put them out there yet because I don't know if somebody might try to steal an idea or something like that, you know. And it's always best to don't tell your moves, you know what I'm saying? Just let it be seen.
Right. It's kind of like the real street shit, right? If I got a problem with that dude over there, I ain't gonna be like, hey, I'm really gonna get at you, like everybody know and shit. Because when you really get at the person, they gonna point all the finger at you anyway. So you want to be able to just just hit them when
it's like a motherfucker. Like if motherfuckers gonna kill you, they ain't gonna tell you. They just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they stupid.
Right. Cause then if it happened, motherfucker be like, hey, he been talking about that shit for the past couple months. He's gonna do that shit to old boy. Then next thing you know, I'm motherfucker in jail for real and shit for just talking like that.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
But you know, like the internet crazy right now, man. Most people they rather have fame than riches, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's crazy, man. I every day it's some more crazy shit. Motherfuckers want 15 minutes of fame instead of having 15 M's and being, you know what I'm saying? Like ducked off.
Right. Bad. So, thanks for coming here on the Ambition and everything like that, man. I appreciate the time, appreciate the story and everything. And then we definitely gonna be able to stay in contact, all right?
Oh yeah, man. One more thing, man. My music is on almost any music platform out. You know, Spotify, Spinrilla, Live Mixtapes, iTunes, YouTube. Duke the Dunn, DSMG Duke, man. You know, that's the outlet for everything that you can. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to see what the business is with me, you know, just type that in and bam, you're gonna see it.
Bet. All right then, cool.